Over the last couple of days, I've been doing a lot of reflecting on and examining of my life. I examined everything I've done over basically the last 2 years, and a lot of things that I hadn't even thought of before suddenly emerged. I realized for the first time in a long time that I basically have no friends. I've become so caught up in school and work and acting that I've completely neglected the social aspect of my life. Now this realization made me kind of sad, as you might expect it would. So what I decided to do was text one of the friends that I actually do have, and I was like, "Hey man, I just realized I basically have no friends, and I'm sad." And essentially what he said in response was, "You have to look at the silver linings. You're doing all this work now so you can graduate early, move to LA, and start going to school there. At that school is where you'll meet new people and make new friends. And it's because of all the work you're doing now that you'll be able to have a social life and a career in the near future." And that made so much sense to me, and it made my day a million times better. No longer was I sulking on the fact that I rarely have time to hang out with people. Instead, I had this new reassurance that the path I was on was the right one, and that made me feel really good. And it's made me even more excited to get on with that part of my life so I can really get into what I really want to do. Now, this is a pretty typical story of me letting the gray clouds shield my eyes from the silver lining. Because I was so pushed down into that pit of despair, I was unable to see the silver lining that was so obvious it was basically staring me in the face. So I have a good friend to thank, and I'm lucky he was there at that moment and he was willing to help me out. And even when it feels like there's no one there to talk to, there always is. Whether it's a friend or a parent or a teacher or a counselor, there is always someone there who is willing to listen and to help. All you have to do is talk. And sometimes they will show you the silver lining directly, while other times they'll say something that changes your perspective and makes you feel better and more able to look for the silver linings on your own. Now, bad days aren't forever, and with every depressing, gloomy, gray cloud, there is a silver lining. And it's up to you to decide whether you want to look for it or just sit in the darkness.